I've got a bit of background noise. I've got 3 jackhammers going off from time to time this morning, so I'm going to show you about chord inversions, chord triads, naming chords in intervallic terms. I'm going to show you open and closed triads, and a little bit about diads. E major bog, E major cowboy chord. You've got your E, you've got your root, your perfect fifth, and your major third. Definition of a major chord: root, major third, perfect fifth. If you want a minor chord, root, minor third, perfect fifth. A triad are those 3 notes. Each chord gets its name, depends on which intervallic functions you're using. Okay, when you're playing a closed triad, you play 3 adjacent strings. Here's A major, cowboy position. Here it is in the next inversion, where A is in my bass there, where here my perfect fifth was in the bass. Here I'm moving to the root in the bass. Here I'm moving to the fifth in the bass, and then back to the octave of A minor, add a little octave in there. Okay, so now you know what a closed triad is. Now an open triad, we know the formula for A minor, because we've got root, minor third, perfect fifth, A, C, E. Write that down, like G, G minor, G, B flat, D. Never changes. Right, A, E, and C. Now that's an open voiced triad, because there are open strings that aren't being sounded. You can play it as an arpeggio. A, E, C. Let's go to an inversion of that open triad. There's an E. We need an A. And we need a C. Or E, C, A. C, C, E, A. It's also A minor. You can use these chords, same notes, different inversions. Those were closed triads. That was an open triad, because there's Diads. You play this. When you're in a band, full band mix, the more sparse the chord by the lead guitarist, the more effective it can actually sound. Take for example U2's The Edge. He would play E power chord, an E and a perfect fifth, which makes up an E power chord. You only need the root and the fifth to make up a chord. It's called a diad. There's 2 notes as opposed to triad. If you added the dotted delay on your digital effects pedal, you'll start sounding a bit like U2's The Edge. Experiment with those sound effects and techniques. And as I say, you can E, and A. You can use these same 3 notes to great effect when you're jamming and composing songs and doing little fills. But you need to know what you're doing. You need to know the fretboard, because once you've got the note you're targeting, you know the 3, like C, E, G. Let's examine that quickly. C, E, G. It's C major. Therefore C, C minor is C, E flat, G. You can write those things down initially and then start finding other positions. Like, look at C major 7th. You got a C, the root, you got the third. You need the perfect fifth, and you need the major 7th, the B there. It's quite a stretch, as you can see, but it's fun. At least you know what you're doing, I hope. Sort of artists like classical artists like El Di Meola use that chord to great effect. But you'll sound like you know what you're doing once you grasp these concepts. It will really get you to know this fretboard. That's my objective.